Hello, my name is Tatag and I'm from D3 Pharmacy Politeknik Mangunwijaya study program. My student number is 222025. And now, I will give my opinion about case 25. I think the state should not provide desired treatment to people like Mr. S who cannot afford the treatment because the state has limited resources. It cannot provide all desired medical treatments to everyone. A dialysis program is in effect with specified criteria determining who is eligible for the treatment. It is unfortunate that Mr. S is not eligible for this program. There was a court decision that started with this case was brought to the country's constitutional court. Mr. S based his claim on a section of the Constitution which states that no one should be denied emergency medical care and other things, the section that stipulates everyone has the right to life. Court rejects Mr. S' statement. We can only sympathize with Mr. S and his family, who face the cruel dilemma of having to impoverish themselves in order to earn a living. Mr. S' treatment to extend its lifespan. The difficult and the unpleasant fact is that if Mr. S is rich, he can afford it obtain such a care from private sources. But he is not rich and therefore he had to appeal to the state to provide him with treatment. However, state resources are limited and Mr. S does not meet the eligibility criteria for a kidney dialysis program. Unfortunately, this does not only apply to Mr. S, but also to many other people in need access to a kidney dialysis unit or other health services. The question of equality in providing health services is one of the most difficult medical issues. There is considerable literature on the topic of inequality in health matters. The UNESCO Universal Declaration on Bioethics and Human Rights address this issue as an obligation of countries, organizations, and institutions to act equally as determined in Article 10 of the Declaration. The fundamental equality of all human beings in dignity and rights is to be respected so that they are treated justly and equitably. Another issue we should address is the issue of distributive justice, by which society should distribute the rights and the resources among all people who belong to the society. Some questions arise from that principle. For example, what are the resources that are distributable? One theory distinguishes between rights such as freedom, political right, etc. that should be distributed arise from that principle. Equally, and welfare such as health, shelter, money, etc. that cannot be distributed freely to all people. Therefore, society should concentrate on the distribution of rights and not welfare. According to another perceptions, society should distribute all the resources in a utilitarian manner. In that case, we can defer treatment from one person and give it to another who is in the same condition, because is more useful for the latter. The system is not considered as being equal for everyone. Equality is a basic principle in healthcare systems operating in democratic countries. Treating people equally respects their dignity and honor. However, lack of resources is a problem which society cannot ignore, and we should pay attention to whether discrimination is withholding treatment derives from disrespecting one's dignity or rather from a lack of resources. Although upholding a person's honor and dignity also means treating him politely, patiently, attentively, and without humiliation. Hence, blocking the right to treatment for some patients, which is inherently detrimental and embraces them, and is therefore unethical. However, it should be remembered that selectively preventing treatment of patients can be considered discrimination, actively contrary to Article 11 of the Universal Declaration of Bioethics and Human Rights. No individual or group should be discriminated against or stigmatized on any basis which violates human dignity, human rights, and fundamental freedom. That's my opinion. Thank you.